Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the St. Louis Blues relocation franchise here at Madden 25. We have entered the playoffs, and we need back-to-back championships. We are in danger of losing a lot more talent, and I'm scared that we are going to lose a lot more talent. That's pretty much a guarantee. But I want to have at least 2 titles to say, hey, we had these 2 championships that we won with all this talent before they inevitably left out the door. So that's kind of the situation we're in. It is the playoffs. We are 11-6, I think. I'm pretty sure. As you can tell, I'm still dealing with some congestion from the previous couple episodes. So, again, I apologize if there's that coughing in this video. I should be over it, hopefully, very soon. But it's playoff time. And this video is going to be the entirety of the playoffs. So whether we get bumped in the first round in the wild card, that would be tragically sad. Or we go all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. Or lose it, I guess. Or anything in between. It'll be the entirety of the playoffs in this video. So if you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get into it. Blues year 4 playoff run. We need this one. It is wild card playoff time here in St. Louis. We are the defending Super Bowl champions. We take on the Ravens. We won 11 games last year, won the division barely by squeaking past the Texans. But we are one of the better teams in the league this year, or at least in the AFC. We're the 3 seed. Steelers and the Chiefs were better than us. And we take on the Ravens, who are also 11-6. This is what the actual bracket looks like. If you're curious, the Panthers and the Cowboys are the game in the NFC side that you can't see, that my camera's covering. So that is the bracket that we're dealing with. I think I already showed you the stats at the end of last episode. At least I should have showed you that. This is the team, if you are unaware of what the team looks like year after year 4. Trevor Lawrence, X Factor, Blake Corum in his first year as the starter. He didn't play amazingly well, but he didn't play bad. The offensive line's a little bit weird. It's good, it's weird, it's good, it's weird, basically. The defense is probably where we're going to lose a lot of our guys. It's going to be a different team, which is why we need to win a championship again this year, like we did last year. So if I go quickly to the re-signed players, this is everybody that we possibly will lose. We can only bring back one guy with franchise tag. We already did that last year with Sam Laporta. We might have to do it again. We might lose Roquan Smith, Denzel Ward, Paris Johnson Jr., Tyler Nubin, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Anton Harrison. I mean, all these different players. Some of them are just depth pieces, but there's a lot of very valuable pieces to this team. A lot of good starters, including a captain in Roquan Smith. So we might be losing some very important pieces this offseason. Well, we're going to be losing a lot of those guys because we're only going to be able to bring back one of them, whoever we choose with that franchise tag. It might have to, excuse me, it might have to be Sam Laporta again because we just don't have a backup tight end. At least we can make something work with linebacker. But at tight end, we just don't have another option. So Sam Laporta might be a little bit more valuable. I mean, we have 2 very not tight ends, very not good tight ends. But on defense, we could probably make something work with a combination of Eichenberg and Sanborn. I mean, it obviously wouldn't be as good as having Roquan Smith there, but I mean, that's just the way that's going to have to go. We've done a decent job of getting linebackers in the draft. We also have this Potter guy who maybe we could move to middle linebacker if we need to. I don't know. We're going to be losing Kool-Aid McKinstry, which is going to be annoying, and Denzel Ward. So our cornerback room is going to get a little thin. Nubin's going to be gone as well. The team's going to be a lot different. Definitely. But we're trying to recoup some of that salary cap that we had problems with the earlier seasons of this series. So it is time to play the wild card round. We will play the moments for each playoff game like we always do. And hopefully we are not one and done because that would be very disappointing. We are here against the Baltimore Ravens, first round of the playoff Super Wildcard Weekend. 3-0, Ravens lead. Ravens are a good team, but so are we. It's 3-3. Looks like we can't score any touchdowns for some reason. There we go. That's a big touchdown, especially late in the game. Fourth quarter action. They don't score. Okay, here we go. 10-3. All we need to do is hold on and win this game. There's 3 minutes to go. They have their timeouts. We need to win this ball game to move on with our playoff hopes. We've got the chew clock turned on, even though the clock already accelerates pretty good in this game. Turn it on just in case. We need to get them to the 2-minute warning so that they start using their timeouts, but we also need to have first down, and Blake Corum just got it right there. Big time run from Blake Corum. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. Ooh, it's very close. I mean, I do have to snap it. I'm like 1 second off. So we will snap this. Corum. Ooh, good play by the defensive end. Or D-tackle, whoever that is. All right, that is the 2-minute warning. They will use all of their timeouts now. We are in decent field goal range. I don't want a field goal, but that might have to be what we do because it's 3rd and 8 right now. They want us to pass. That might be a little bit smarter. If we could hit Laporta for a first down, that would be huge. No, Brian Thomas Jr. first down. Brian Thomas Jr. first down is massive. That might be the ball game right there. That might really be the ball game right there. That is a massive first down by Brian Thomas Jr. And Blake Corum goes and gets another one. That is, in fact, the ball game. That is, in fact, this game wrapped up. We will move on. We're not going to be one and done, thankfully. Because I was a little bit worried that we would be one and done. So we will get out of here. Boom, boom. We kicked the field goal, actually. Okay. I got for a second that we were going to lose the game. I don't know how, but I thought for a second we were going to lose. 13-3. We win the game. We move on to the divisional round of the playoffs. Hopefully against easier competition. I know it's the playoffs. You're not going to ever get easy competition, but I don't want to play anybody like the Ravens again. Ravens are always tricky. We move on. Who do we got next? We've got I said easier competition. Come on. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So it's Steelers and Texans, Chiefs and us. Then it's the Eagles and Cowboys and the Niners and the Vikings on the NFC side here in the divisional round. All right, well, we know what we have to do. We have to go to Kansas City, to Arrowhead, and try to dethrone Mahomes and the Chiefs. I feel like we did it last year too, but I don't remember for sure. So if not, let's go do it here. We've got an intimidating game against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. They lead 7-0. It's not too bad. 7-3. 14-3. Now we're starting to get a little sketchy. I could really use some more points here. 21-3. 21-6. 21-13. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're in business. 4:56 to go in the game. We're at the 13-yard line. Mahomes must have had some sort of turnover. Let's get another touchdown on the board. Blake Corum, really good blocking. Down to the 7. Only 10 carries for 39 yards. Doesn't seem like they use him in simulation very much. Come on, boys. Looks like there's going to be good blocking. Blake Corum in the end zone. Touchdown, Blues. That's big. And we got the 2-point as well. Is the defense going to be able to make a stop? They went for the field goal and got it. So this is the end of the game right here. The Chiefs have gotten the field goal. It's 24-21. We win with a touchdown. We tie with a field goal. LaMichael Dotson, big catch, 2nd and inches. I don't want to get too aggressive out the gates. I know that the clock is going to be rolling like crazy, but we have 2 timeouts. I just kind of want to move down the field slightly. I am going to use one of those timeouts. I think I'll save the other one, at least initially. My thought is to save it, obviously, for the field goal if we need that, but I just want to have a little bit of time to think. I got to get it to Laporta. Sam Laporta! He catches it! Sam Laporta with the catch of the year! What a ball from Trevor Lawrence as well. The clock goes crazy, as you would expect it to. Amon-Ra diving! Caught, timeout. Amon-Ra St. Brown with a catch. A great ball from Trevor Lawrence. I can't kick a field goal in good conscience. I can't kick the field goal here. This has to be a touchdown. It's very risky. It's going to be LaMichael Dotson. Touchdown Blues. LaMichael Dotson with a touchdown that might have just given us the NFC or the AFC Championship appearance we were looking for. Wow. LaMichael Dotson. We drafted him after year 1, I think. And that's a crazy good catch. He barely gets in, too. He barely gets in. 28-24. Chiefs cannot do it. We win the game 28-24. What an upset in Arrowhead. And yeah, it's probably an upset because anytime you're taking on Mahomes at home, that's an upset, even if we are a good team. Woo, that is a crazy big victory. Lawrence played pretty well. Corum played pretty well. Laporta with a big catch and St. Brown with a big... Trevor Lawrence had some big throws in that final drive. That deep ball to Laporta, whew, that was a good pass. Really good pass. And we move on to the AFC Championship game to take on either the Steelers or the Texans, right? And it'll be the Texans. They upset the Steelers, the 1 seed. 35-21. Not really even an upset. They just kind of killed them. Okay. And it'll be Vikings and Cowboys. So no 1 seed moves on. It's going to be a 3-5 matchup on both sides of the bracket. The top 2 seeds on both sides get beat. And both 1 seeds kind of go down very disappointing. They both get blown out a little bit. That's kind of wild, actually. Whatever. It's better for us because now we're the best seed in the AFC and we get to host the playoff game. So that works out in our favor. A playoff game, an AFC Championship game at our field is always nicer than going on the road. AFC Championship against the Texans. Let's go get it done. CJ Stroud and the Texans travel to St. Louis to try to take our AFC Championship away from us. We lead 7-0. We need this offense to start hot. Come on. Okay, 10-0's a good start. I'd like a little bit more. Now it's 10-7. That's why I like a little bit more. You know what? I'm going to jump in here. 4th quarter, 5 minutes to go, 10-7. We're at the goal line. I'm going to try to make something happen here. I'm going to try to make some magic happen. We're going to go underneath. It's Laporta. He's going to catch it. 4th and goal from the 3. I'm actually going to stay in. I'm not going to kick the field goal here. I'm going to go for it. In the AFC Championship, you got to be aggressive. We're going to go for this. And I'm going to give it to St. Brown. He's going to catch the touchdown. That's a huge touchdown in the AFC title game. That'll take us 17-7. Now, hopefully, the defense can step up. And when they do, we get the ball back. Just end the game. 20-7. Okay, I'll take that, I guess. We have the ball back again. CJ Stroud choking in the end. It is over. 20-7 victory, and your St. Louis Blues will head back to the Super Bowl for the 2nd straight year. Back-to-back AFC champions. That was a little risky there to jump in and take that go for it on 4th down there, but we had to. When you're in the AFC Championship in the 4th quarter, up by 3, and you're at the goal line, you got to at least attempt it. I had enough faith in my defense if we weren't going to be able to get it. So, luckily, we didn't have to worry about that. We got it, and it's all good from there. And then CJ and the Texans just kind of crumbled at the end there with, I think, a couple, maybe at least one. I don't know if there's multiple, but a couple turnovers. We get to the Pro Bowl, and now we get to the good old-fashioned Super Bowl. It is Super Bowl week. It is the Vikings and the Blues in the Super Bowl. This is going to be crazy. Any dev trade upgrades, though, since we're at Super Bowl week? Let's see. Any dev trade upgrades? On the offense, I don't notice anything. That's okay. What about the defense? No. Looks like everybody is the same as they were. That's all right. I like a little progression, but I guess nobody had a good enough season throughout the year to progress higher in a dev trade. But that's okay. We take on the Vikings in the Super Bowl. If we win this one, it's back-to-back, and at least all of my spending at the very beginning of the series to get the team as expensive as possible will pay off with 2 Super Bowls. It is Super Bowl Sunday, Vikings and Blues. We lead 7-0. Trying to take another score, but we can't get it. Vikings will score themselves, but we score quickly, and the Vikings score quickly. This is back and forth action like you've never seen. 17-14, Vikings have the lead. I think I might jump in here. 17-14, we might try to move the football down the field a little bit. Might try to move this football down the field. 3rd and 10. It's a tough spot to be in, but if you give it to Sam Laporta, he's going to get you a first down. That might be one of the big reasons why I want to use the franchise tag on Sam Laporta, because a tight end in the offense that I play is very much a safety blanket for me. Big run by Blake Corum. The tight end is always a safety blanket for me, so having a tight end as good as Sam Laporta might just be enough to get him another franchise tag. I know he doesn't want to play on the franchise tag. He wants to have a long-term contract for his future. I understand, but we're just not in the financial position to do that right now. We might have to do that a little bit later once we recoup some funds, you could say. But it's 2nd and goal from the 3. Got to punch this in with Blake Corum. He's going to get it, and he's in. Blake Corum touchdown. And the Blues are on the board. The Blues are on the board again. 21-17, need the defense to step up. And it looks like they have. Yes, they have. 21-17, and the St. Louis Blues, for the 2nd time in a row, are your Super Bowl champions, back to back. So at least you can say, even though the next episode is the offseason and we're going to be losing just the most amount of talent ever, a lot of the starters, at least you can say it was worth it to an extent because we were able to get us 2 Super Bowls out of it. So I'm happy about that. Super excited. Oh, that makes me feel a lot better. That makes me feel a whole lot better. Winning that Super Bowl. We needed that to justify the loss of all of those players. Now we can kind of somewhat go into a rebuild, I guess you could technically say. Maybe. I don't know. But in the next episode, we will have the excuse me. We will have the off season, and we will say goodbye to a lot of very talented former Blues players. We'll take a look at the recap, though. Trevor Lawrence is the MVP of the Super Bowl. 2-time champions are we. It was Mahomes winning the MVP of the league. Brandon Ayuk and Micah Parsons are the players of the year. Micah Baker, offensive rookie of the year for the Dolphins, wide receiver, and middle linebacker Jeff Taft for the Buccaneers is the defensive rookie of the year. Last year, Trevor Lawrence was a Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP as well, as we took on the Packers. So it seems like the NFC North doesn't have a good record against us in Super Bowls. They're 0-2. But in the next episode, we've got a lot to take care of. We got to franchise tag Sam Laporta, most likely. Say goodbye to some very, very good players. And then try to build this team back up again for a 3rd Super Bowl run. Or maybe we change directions and go more the rebuild route. I don't know. I guess we'll have to make that decision when we're in that episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. If you did, leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. I apologize again for the coughing. Hopefully, in the very, very near future, I'll be over it. I hate doing that. I hate coughing, but I'm just dealing with some congestion from being sick previously. So, I apologize, but if you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.